What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today we're jumping back into some more Orcs Must Die Unchained. This time, we will be going into the baths. Now, I soloed this with 5 stars my first time going through. So, I'm going to talk to you guys about how I do it, and of course, I'm about 10 levels, or 11 now, over what the cap is expected to be for the level, and my traps are probably somewhat underleveled. I'm going to make this statement before I actually go through the rest of this, and that's that the majority of the levels on the Rift Lord difficulty do get significantly harder, and they're a lot more fast paced than what you would expect from the previous difficulties. So once you're able to successfully complete one of the stages with 5 stars, go ahead and just run through it with all the characters that you have and make sure that you can get those chests, because this is where the majority of all of your good loot is going to come from. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to do the usual setup here. I think switch back over to the Vermillion skin. And we're going to drop the extra stuff. So we have a vegetable amending, our lion guardian, some barricades, and floor spikes at tier 4, tier 3 arrow wall, brimstone, and tar, tier 2 concussive pounder, and a tier 1 swinging mace. Alright, let's go. Alright, now, if you're not familiar with this, this map is the first map in the game, only basically turned up to ridiculous difficulty. Most of the enemies aren't particularly super tough, but because the guardian locations back there are not amazing, and the trap count here is sort of low, we're going to be spreading our traps out quite a bit while we're going through this, and we're mainly just going to be trying to get as much damage out of this as we can. For now, we're going to start with our Lion Guardian there. He's going to act as sort of a blockade for us, give us some tankiness, and absorb a few shots so that we don't die during the first few waves. Here we go. I've told people that I might try going through the game with pretty much only spikes one day. I'm not sure exactly when I plan on doing that, but if I decide to do it, maybe I'll get that recorded for you guys as well. Not saying I'm going to 5-star everything with just spikes, but I wonder if I can actually just complete all of the difficult maps with only spikes and see what happens. I mean, spikes and maybe barricades, but mostly spikes. So you'll see most of the spikes here seem to be getting triggered quite regularly. The Guardian is really eating up a lot of the damage that's coming through here as well, because of the rapid regeneration that spikes have. They have about a 7-second cooldown, which is really short for a trap that doesn't have any cooldown bonuses. I believe it's like the second shortest for the second shortest base cooldown or refire rate for a trap in the game. Could be wrong. I know ice shards are a little bit faster at 5 or 6.5 seconds. But yeah, these guys, they just walk through the traps and basically die when they get to your Guardian, so that frees him up to be able to do a lot more. Now our goal here is really to try to get everybody that gets away from our Guardian murdered really hard, and at the same time we want to use our Guardian and the traps to get persistent as soon as possible. Once we get persistent, the game changes. Okay, so the next wave is going to be starting soon. We're going to block off this area so that we don't have to worry about it in the future. And the rifts are usually going to open behind you. If you happen to have any, what are they, ballistas or dragon lances, these little ledges, I'll point them out after this wave is over, or after I get a little bit of a break, are really good for those. It's pretty much all that can go up there at the moment. There we go. Alright. Just blow you away. Alright. Heal up. These ledges over here pretty much have the ability to support ballistas. Okay, that go break usually means something's going to get interesting soon. Now you may be asking, why concussive pounders? Well, Max's Max is so beautiful it hurts, which is a weaver that he gets around, I believe, ooh, got in the kisser, around level 7, I think, is a 75% damage buff to stunned enemies. That means anything that manages to get past our guardian and into these guys will be taking a lot more damage. We are actually going to, at the same time, stun anything that goes through there. And we're going to start setting them on fire as well. The guardian's going to basically die within the next 2 waves or so, just because everything coming through here is heavy. Oh, we're good enough to just one-shot ogres now, which is really nice. Alright. Don't really want... Oh, well, we got a pickup, so guess that means it's time to go nuts. Try to keep that guardian alive as long as possible.
Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that.
Alright. Not much else to say here at the moment. We're just waiting to get more money for more traps. I think we should get an unstable rift now. Could be wrong. I'm gonna hold off for a second just to see. Let's put on the deflector. Alright, so our guardian's down. Whoa, and we're gonna pop that Unchained. Now Smolder is actually like the least of my worries. She's not particularly powerful here. And after she can start taking damage, we can stun her and blow her away. Not much else to deal with. Okay. Now, I'm going to try to funnel enemies over here and then around so that we get an area where we can deal quite a bit of damage. As soon as the shields drop, or you can get an opening fire through them, start mowing down everything behind them. Try not to get caught up in between the enemies because of just how heavy they are. Can cause you a lot of problems. So now that we have So Beautiful It Hurts, it's a good idea for us to start aiming at stunned enemies. Can't let you get too far. Okay. So you can see the stun damage actually helps out a lot.
Twice, cut once. Whoopsie, almost hurt myself on that. I'll just leave this right here.
Alright. Shouldn't be that big of a deal, I think. Who is it? It's the Earth Elemental. Alright, so we can't stun him. Okay. Not too big of a deal. I think they should ultimately get themselves killed. Whoops, we completely missed that. Alright, nice. So that boss was garbage. And we're doing pretty well. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go. I'm not sure what my time was before, but I'm pretty sure these guys are just going to get murdered. Now those are going to be Knoll Hunters, I believe. Deflector should really do wonders against them, so I'm not really worried too much. I just want to make sure that I actually get close to them before I start unleashing it. There goes that bonus damage, and we are golden. All the health potions are for me. Lovely. Alright, and I guess maybe those areas right there would be good.
Whoopsie.
Putting some
Almost hurt
traps.
myself on that.
Alright, so we got a nice little funnel, and the enemies are going to have to path around to the right side of the map to even try to do anything from here, so that's great. Make sure these shield bearers don't really get to do much, and then we can sort of force the enemies that will aggro around a bit. Whoa, okay. You guys got a little far. Whoa, I died. That was unexpected. We're going to grab Persistent, and I think the stuns are really going to take care of most of the extra time that we're going to lose. And then we're just going to come around here and light them up. They don't even have their speed boost anymore. So remember, pathing absolutely... oh, that may have been what killed me. Those are the Cyclopses. They deal a ton of damage with their shots. Usually enough to one-shot most players, as you just saw with me. So be extra careful.
They'll never notice this.
Right, and all we really need towards the end here is damage. They were mostly dead. Oh, those unstable rifts. Okay, I'm going to fire through this just because they happen to have the attacks chain, and that will also somewhat allow me to get damage through the shields. Alright, and that bonus damage because of the stuns is wonderful. Once they run out, feel free to use your own. Alright, and they are done. Now the weird thing about those guys is their attacks home, even if they die or you happen to get around a corner, you usually still get hit. And I'm not sure if that's an issue, again, with just the way that the server tracks you, or if those attacks are completely unavoidable, but it's a little annoying from time to time. Read that as always annoying, because it is. Alright. Let's fire it on that guy over there. Okay, dodge the archers and just pick these guys off. So I am pretty good where I am right now. I think I'm in a good place. I don't think there's anything that's really going to even start giving me a problem right now. Oh, those are the okay, let's heal. And if we see another one of those projectiles coming, then alright, we didn't, so we're fine. I was gonna pop the deflector and see if we could get him to damage himself, which again is a potent thing to deal with high damage enemies with max. Always nice. Not many people. Oh gosh, it's like every time enemies coming, unstable rift. I find it really odd that the chaining lightning can't really damage those guys until you get behind them. Like, it tracks where you are, not where the damage is coming from. I mean, it keeps the ability from being, like, completely exploitable, but still. Okay. Alright, we're gonna heal up. Just because I don't want to be taken out by that guy. Don't particularly trust him. Alright, and this is going really well. We have about 3 minutes, and this is our last wave. A little bit more than 3 minutes, actually. Nice. Who is it? They're not even gonna... oh, there we go. It's Bull God. Okay. Don't really care about the rest of the guys, but we're gonna try to take him out. There was a little bit of a pause there. Stuttering. I'm not sure exactly why. Was it the servers? Oh gosh, they have grenades. Okay. Bull God's down. All of the other guys are done. Oh, there was 2 Bull Gods. Wow, okay. So, first, this guy. Gonna chain the attacks towards him from the back. There were 3 Bull Gods. They were serious. Well, he just got blown. Oh no, they were all just armored ogres, not Bull Gods. Okay. By the way, pretty easy. So 12 minutes 5 seconds. Because of my increased level, that was probably my new best time. 12:05. Yes. So it was. So that was the baths. Again, not too difficult. I would highly recommend that you guys farm this map up with every character that you have unlocked. I may go ahead and do that before I do the throne room. I'm not sure myself, but we'll see. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thanks as always for watching. And if there's anything else that you'd like to see in the middle of these Rift Lord runs, let me know. Leave it in the comments below and I'll take a look. I check my comments pretty much non-stop. So that'll be great. As always, thanks and have a good one, folks.